Chaitra, I have marked present for both the static and total.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we are not following this sheet now. They have shared another sheet, right? This sheet was created by me.
Okay.
So I was having this personal record. It's okay. We'll do this also. And they have shared one sheet, right? There we have to. I'll state it as Friday's class only. Yesterday evening only I'll put it
Okay.
because I did Saturday there.
Mhm.
So today's session will be considered as Friday's session only.
Okay, okay, Chaitra.
Yeah, after this session, I'll enter the topics there, or else do it now only. Uh, Today we will be covering custom library components. Oh, I think you can't edit this one.
Okay, I think only you can do it.
Okay. Only I can edit. Okay, they have given like that. Just a minute, Shakti. I can open that. Okay, meantime, you load your Boomi thing. Open your Boomi account. Yeah, you have already added your confirmation. Okay. Yeah. Okay, you opened your Boomi thing. Okay. Go to settings. Second option, account information and setup. Okay, there you have libraries. Scroll down, account libraries. Yeah. Okay. You can upload any custom files, scripted files, which you want to be loaded into the integration by clicking on upload file. And if you have any custom like jar files and all, that you can upload it here. Okay, whatever script you have written inside a jar file, that will be loaded into that integration where you are pulling this jar files. Okay, why? I mean, we can also we need not only, I mean, like upload it into library and from there only we should use. No, it's not like that. You can add a scripting files. I have showed you there how to write a script in set properties and all. You can do that as well, or you can load the directly into atom management page only, that I'll show you later. In atom management but what that disadvantage in that is, you have to load it for every single time. This is like library, it will store it here. Okay, if you're uploading it in Atom installation directory like /user library, using putty, we can do that. If you have access from your TCS end, if they give you the access with user ID and password of this Boomi account, okay, this Boomi server, they will have like Boomi UAT dot at boomi.com, like that. You will have server names in your organization.
Okay.
That you can log in through putty and enter the credentials, whatever they have set, and load this Atom file. I mean, sorry, jar file.
Okay.
Or the custom scripting file, because that is a tedious process. Like every time you can't load that, right? If you
Okay.
store this in library, it will use it whenever it wants. You need not load that again and again. Once you are saving it here and you are adding dependencies to that custom library, then that process will be going on smooth.
Okay.
You need not load that again and again. Okay.
Okay.
And yeah, one more thing. Custom libraries are not supported. Like for some listeners, you will have like legacy listeners like Atom Q, SAP, MQTT, and web services, Amazon Web Services, for example, AS2 server, like that. And all custom libraries are not supported. You should load them individually only. Like /user, there you have to load that file, and every single time you have to do that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, for that, what you want to do is you want cloud owner's permission. Whoever is handling the GCS bucket or the GCS cloud thing, you want that owner's permission to place that file manually. Place that file in the like you have you heard of mount directories? We do mount directories in the servers.
No, sir. Could you please elaborate?
Okay. Yeah. Mount directories are like pre-stored data. Everything is stored and everything is done as mount directory and entered into the root of that Atom. Okay. Or for that matter, any server. Let's say, for example, you have web method servers only. It will be loaded into that root of that. I mean, a cloud owner can only do that. I mean, the Unix team can do that. They'll place the file in the root, so that time also you need not do that manually every time. That will be loaded, and the mount directory will be loaded in this integration wherever you want. Okay, that also we can do. Okay, see, one more thing. After you upload any file in this custom account library, I mean the library, you have to restart the Atom every time to load that file. If not, it will not show you. Let's say, for example, you have uploaded a file, it will not show you immediately until the restart of that Atom is done. Okay, you have to contact Unix team for that and say that we have raise a ticket or raise a Jira ticket or the any other incident ticket, and tell them that we have loaded a new jar file or the new custom library file, so that we need a restart of that Atom, and they'll do the restart, and then only the file will be loaded. Okay, once the restart is done, only then the file is loaded. Okay, there are 3 types of custom library components. Okay, you can create it as in 3 ways. One is general, and the other one is scripting, and the other one is connector one. Okay, for general one, it is like that supports multiple functions in one single file. Okay, for example, one Java archive file is there that you have loaded here in this custom account library, and that is you have written script in that Java archive file for like n number of functions. Multiple, like say for example, fetching the data and processing that, and again sending it back to DB. Like that, you might have written some code inside that script, some script inside that file. Okay, that time you should use general custom libraries. Okay, and for that also, every time you upload any file, be it general or scripting file or connector file, Atom should be restarted. Okay, only then the file will be loaded, and the dependents, whatever the dependents of that file will be, you have created the integrations depending on that libraries, that will be loaded. This file will be loaded into that integrations. Only then the process will be completed successfully. Okay, and for scripting files is that you are writing custom scripts for that. For particular API call, let's say for example, you're calling an API and then getting the response from that API call and doing the process. Okay, at that time you have to do some custom scripts for like for getting general information and all. The API calls are already fixed, like calls for REST, like REST services and SOAP services. You have pre-built functions where you are calling the name of where the name or order data or order ID and all. You will have custom already built-in REST and SOAP services. Okay, if not calling that APIs, you have to do some personal scripting where you are fetching some different data other than the pre-built functions. Okay, for that time you are using scripting files. Okay, I mean the whatever you are uploading the general file, that will be stored in /userlib in the putty I have told you, right? You can check it there. Whatever custom library files you are adding, that will be stored in /userlib. The scripting files will be stored in /userlib/script. Okay, the path, the general paths there. You can change the path as you wish also, and by through putty only you have to log into the Boomi server, whichever your organization is using. Log in through that putty, and then usually we use MobaXterm for Boomi because we have licensing files for Boomi. Not everybody can access Boomi servers. Okay, whoever has that license file, they have to load that license file into the MobaXterm and enter the user ID and password. Only then, if that user is having access and the license file is correct, only then you will be able to log in into the Boomi server. Okay. Yeah, and the scripting files is like that. You can do custom scripts and enter that. Okay, and for connectors, for some connectors, let's say for example, Salesforce connector only you're using. Salesforce connectors always works on API calls. It is like request and response. Okay, when you are sending a request, it is sending the response to that Salesforce connector. For that example, you are not. I mean, you cannot send an API calls like for every second. You can't do that API calls and all. That time you use this scripting files and connect it to that connector. I mean, in the connector, you are creating the custom library, and then you are choosing the connector type. Which connector type, for like, say for example, Salesforce or any other thing, you are choosing that, and then you are uploading that. Okay. And yeah, once you upload that file, you are, I mean, we do not recommend, any organization do not recommend to delete any custom files. For example, you have uploaded a jar file and you have loaded that jar file. I mean, the dependence of that jar file might be 10 integrations. Okay, 10 processes is dependent on that custom library file. Let's say, for example, one vendor is stopped. Okay, one vendor is stopped and that should be removed from the integration process. Okay, you have to delete only that integration process or stop the scheduler of the deployed process. Okay, you should not delete custom libraries because another 9 integration services which are dependent on this library are existing. Okay, they are still working. So once you delete this custom library file, all those 9 integrations will be marked as failed only. Okay, they will be deleted automatically, and that time that will be a huge mess. Like all the customers will be, I mean, the problem will occur for all of them. The effect will be for all of them who are using those 9 integrations. Okay, one integration, the one vendor is gone. You have to delete only that vendor or that integration which you have built for that vendor, or you have to disable. Usually we don't delete that, we keep the data because sometimes some or the other time the vendor might come back. That time you can't do again scripting on all, so you keep that, but you disable the scheduler. Whichever the process is running at whatever time they have scheduled or they have asked you to schedule, that will be disabled. Okay, the process will be there, but that will be disabled. But what happens if you delete this custom library only? The other 9 integrations which are dependent on this will be deleted. Okay, so that is not recommended to do. But if you want to delete by, say, let's say by mistake you have uploaded a file, or you have uploaded a file with a virus. Okay, that time if there is any error causing because of that file only, at that time, in that case or in that scenarios, you can delete the file. What you can do, how you can delete the file is, you have uploaded a file, for say for example, here it will be given name, the date uploaded of that file, and description, whatever you are giving the description while uploading the file, that will be given here. And In the actions button, you will get a settings symbol, like one symbol like settings. Okay, below that actions, to that file. Okay, you can click on that action button and you will get four options in that action button. One is like view the contents inside that file which you have loaded. Okay, the other option is like view the usage. I mean, wherever you are using those custom library components, it will show you the usage of that custom library components. And the other one is like view deployments. In whichever integration process you have deployed this custom libraries, that deployments will be shown. Okay, the last option would be delete. If you click on that delete, the entire custom library which you have which you are selected to delete, that will be deleted. Okay, in view
Okay.
content file, for example, inside one jar file you might have loaded 31 files or 40 files, for example 50 files, how many ever you want inside one jar file you can load. Okay, like say for example properties on XML, on class, Java class, adapter class, exception class, JSON class, arrays, like that you can load many files into one library file. Okay, that one you can open by clicking the actions button and say view contents, and you can see whichever file, I mean what and all files I have loaded into this one custom library file.
Mhm.
All related files will be loaded into one custom library files, and from there you calling that call. Let's say object class or null pointers, builder class, parser, like that. You will have many classes and objects like in Java, right? All those things will be loaded into one jar file, and you can view that file by clicking on view components. Okay, and the second option is view usage in custom library components. See, when you click on view custom library components, this file what will do is it will click on the library and open the component in the build page. Let's say for example you have used it in new process 2. You have one integration called new process 2, right? In that process you are using this jar file. Okay, when you say view components usage, and that build will be shown here, which
Okay.
build, so that it you will not get confused to check each and everything where you have deployed this to delete. Let's say for example you're deleting one library file, you have to check all these things. Okay, only then you have to proceed with the confirmation of your lead or the client. Okay,
Okay.
you have to check them and take a report of everything and keep records of that.
Okay.
I would recommend like keep records of that. Whenever they ask, it is easy for you to show them that these were the dependents. I have a screenshot of that. These were the dependents. So if you are loading that custom library files, if they want that to be loaded, like say for example, you have deleted a custom library file and some integrations have been affected. Those integration might have affected because of some other reason, but in, I mean, clients, they are worried. They'll come up with new queries like because of this deletion only, though they are not dependent. Because of this deletion only, this happened. This integration is not working. Though that custom library file is not dependent to that integration, they might say because they have concerns. So they might say. So that time, if you have a screenshot of the components usage before deleting any file, so that even though they come up with a query which is not related to your deletion, you can show them, see, this is not dependent only, how can that be impacted.
Okay. Chaitra,
Like that.
can I have a screenshot, Chaitra? I mean, in your.
Yeah, sure. I am taking it from my
Okay.
company. Just a minute, Shruti, I'm sending it to my colleague. It was not opening only. Can I send it to you later? Because
Okay.
it's not loading. I don't know why my system have mixed up. Just a minute, I'll send it to you. See, I have sent you the yesterday you asked screenshot for that parent process and child process, right? I have showed you how that works.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I have, yeah. See, this is the parent process, and inside the parent process, you are calling a child process here in the name new process. Okay.
Can you process
See, in source system. Yeah, this is the child process. This process is happening inside this process.
Oh,
This is also an integration which you have built. This is separate process which might be running also. But the same process should be done in the parent process. We are calling this process here. So you're adding return documents there. Okay, you're returning these documents and configuring these documents, such as giving the output to the parent process.
okay.
Good docs one output is going, bad docs one output is going, and then default is like exception, error is thrown. Okay, yeah. This is how the parent process and child process works. Yeah. See, this is two different screenshots I have taken in one only. See, these are the jar files which you have uploaded. In each jar file, you might have like a number of files. Okay, you have the size of the jar files also here. You can edit the description however you want. You have the edit symbol here beside that description. And the actions button, you'll have a settings symbol. Okay, after clicking on the settings symbol, see, these are the four options you get. Okay. View contents is like viewing the contents inside the jar file. Okay. And view is usage in custom library components, like it will show when you click on this, it will show you in which build and in which integration this jar file is used. Okay. Got it?
Which integration? Okay.
Yeah, this jar. Well, let's say for example, you have built a new process 2. Like right in, you have it on your canvas. There you are loading this jar file. For that function, you are loading this jar file. Okay. That if you click on this view usage in custom library component, that new process will be shown here.
Okay.
Okay, and in view deployments, wherever you have deployed this library components, that will be shown, like in which atom. Like you can say you can deploy in custom libraries in any like development atom test in any atom in any environment. Okay, inside atoms you will have environment like that. You can see the deployments in which atoms or in which environments you have deployed the custom library file. Okay, that can be seen. And the last option is delete, which is not recommended to be done. Okay, you are deleting that. Okay, before deleting you have to take screenshot of the above all three contents. Okay, view contents, view usage, and view deployments. You have to take a screenshot and keep it for further references whenever you have to roll back the issue, whatever is happening, and they want that jar file to be back. That is why it is causing the issue. At that time you can show, see, these are the dependencies of this custom file. So if you want me to roll back, I can deploy the custom file again. Okay, and see wherever you are deployed, in which environments you have deployed, you can deploy it to the same environments, and whichever builds are using, there you can open the builds and load the same jar files, and where contents inside the jar file also can be seen and taken a screenshot. That would be better. Okay, and yeah, like working with custom libraries also same. You first you create the custom library component and add how many ever jar files you want into that account library. And then yeah, as I told, you can create three types of custom library components on how your integration is needing. I mean, how your integration wants to be loaded. That way you can create either you want it as general or scripting connector, or I mean scripting library or connector library. How your integration depends. Like that, you can create a custom library components. And yeah, oh, see, one more thing is that while you are creating the custom library components, there only you should tell whether it is general or scripting or connector. Okay, once you have created that, you can't change that type. Type should be mentioned first only. Okay, yeah. See, in the screenshot I have shared, you have two types of connector, three types of connector. See, one is org.json. It is Java scripting files. There it is, JSON is done, and the MySQL is the connector app. Okay, for MySQL connector app, this is connector type of custom library, and the Oracle database is another type of. This is like adapters type. Okay, this is general scripting. See, first one is general. The second one is connector type, and the third and fourth is scripting. Okay, JDBC adapters are called here. See, these are three types of like you can't change its type. Once you are creating, then only you should add the type. Okay, then you can't change. Once you are deployed the custom library files, then you can't change the type. Okay. Yeah. What I have to discuss next? I have told you how to remove the custom library. Yeah, even after removing the custom library, you have to restart the atom. Okay. Whatever you are performing actions with regards to custom libraries, after that action is performed or done, you should restart the atom. Whichever atom, like say for example, you have deployed only in dev atom, the custom libraries in dev atom, you have to restart only dev atom. So the changes will be applied again. If you have deployed it in all the atoms like dev, production, testing, all the atoms, then you have to restart all the atoms, all the environments. Okay, for environments also you have to restart atoms only. You can't restart environments separately. You have to restart atom only. For whichever the dependence of these custom libraries files are there, those atoms should be restarted. Okay. And yeah, that's it about like custom library components, I guess. Yeah, one more thing. Yeah, you can migrate this jar files, okay, from one place to other place manually. Like I have told you, log into the Boomi server, open that Boomi page. Yeah, let's say for example, you have a custom library page here, and you have to migrate that. You have to use putty like login and copy whatever the files are. Always the library files are stored in /user lib. Okay, there only that path only it will store all the default path is that only. Whatever you are uploading the files in this account libraries, that will be stored in user libraries. Okay, you can manually, change the path by using putty. Okay, if you are changing the path, then also you have to load the atom and then go to the build wherever this account libraries you are using. You have to go to that build and again change the path, because the default is always /user-lib, right? When you are changing the path from user-lib to let's say for example /shakti. Okay, you are changing that path from /lib to /shakti, but still while you have building that, while you have built that integration, you have stored it as /user-lib only. So the process will still continue to read from user-lib only. So you have to go to that build on integration what you have done, and you have to change the path to /shakti. Only then it will start reading the from /shakti folder. Okay. Yeah, and one more thing, let's say for example, you are uploading two files with same name. So, shakti.jar and shakti.jar, you don't know that it is already existing, like somebody has uploaded it as shakti.jar only, and you are also doing it as shakti.jar only. So, at that time, what it will be doing is, it will delete the existing folder. Whichever previously they have deployed, right, shakti.jar, that will be deleted, and whatever you are uploading, that will be loaded. Okay, that also you should be very careful before uploading the jar files. Okay, same names cannot be given to the jar, library files. Okay, though it is in different environment or same environment, names should be unique. Okay, you should not give same names. Okay, even though the contents inside the files are different, the library doesn't read the contents. It will only read the names. The contents will be read by the integrations you have built. Okay, because library is not reading the contents inside the library file or the jar file. The build or the integrations which you have done, that is only reading the contents inside the jar file. So your names should be unique. Before deploying any jar files or the custom library files, you have to check. Okay. Yeah, anything else regarding this custom library? Hello?
No, Chaitra.
Yeah. Okay, if you have any doubts like from these 2 weeks, please ask, because this is all about custom libraries. And tomorrow not tomorrow, like Monday. Shakti, are you celebrating Ganesha Chaturthi? You want leave on Monday or Tuesday?
No, sir.
I mean, you're not celebrating.
I mean, I won't be involved in this kind of.
Okay. I mean, I might take leave on Monday because we are celebrating Ganesha Chaturthi government holiday. If possible, I'll schedule the session in the evening, like as we do today. I'll schedule the session in the evening. If not, if I'm tired about and all, or if we are going to our native, then I'll not be available. So we'll have 2 hour session on Tuesday. Is that okay?
Fine, sir.
Morning one session and evening one session. 2 hour sessions on Tuesday.
Evening, I thought that because I'm having an evening.
Okay, morning 2 hours, is that fine? I mean, you can't.
Yeah, fine.
Because we can't concentrate, right? That is why I'm asking.
Yes.
2 hours on stretch, we can't concentrate.
Let's same thing. Let's go for next weekend. Saturday weekend.
Yeah. Okay, then that will be cool. Okay, then I'll confirm you tomorrow evening or Monday morning. No, tomorrow evening only I'll confirm you whether we have session on Monday or not, because it's a government holiday. And yeah, it's leave. If you want, if I am taking, I am going somewhere, I will be informing you. Before, and then we can schedule the session accordingly.
Okay. Chaitra, and one more thing, you'll be giving like some assignments, Google Forms, and
Yeah, this weekend I'll be giving. I'm started creating and half of the process done, and I'll be giving you assessments. Uh, yeah, be giving it to on Google form only. That is fine,
okay,
right?
fine.
Because that would be nice to evaluate also. When I give you answers, you can the answers will already be stored, right?
Okay,
So that will be fine for you to evaluate also. Okay,
okay,
and notes also it's half done. I have to do like this week's notes should be completed. I'm searching for like better points to add in Google only.
okay,
So I search it and do it for you. By Monday or Tuesday morning, I'll send you notes. Okay.
okay,
Tomorrow I'll be sending you the assessment.
okay.
Okay. Tomorrow morning I'll send you assessment notes either on Monday or Tuesday. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll send it.
okay, Chaitra.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Anything
Okay,
else, Shakti? This
no,
is about
Chaitra.
custom libraries. And yeah, if you have doubts on anything related to till now what I have taught, any doubts related to that, you can ask me.
Yeah, sure, Chaitra. Because see, once you give assessment,
Okay. Yeah, you will get to know where
yeah,
you're standing. Yeah,
yeah.
that's good. Okay. And yeah, Shakti, I'll ask you some practical questions, not just that we have half an hour more, and I can't end the session like 20 minutes more.
Yeah, okay.
I'll ask you like practical questions. Could you please show me that?
Okay.
Yeah, how to create an atom and environment?
From here we can create environment.
Yeah. Atoms, how do we